We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. We hit. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3 and 13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 21. 80 weapons. Hey, alert. Left and hut.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 80.
49, check 49.
Garoppolo again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
Hey, gun. Go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this one caught by Max Williams. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And he hits Drake. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Three buzz. Mike's 56. Wow.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
21. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Hot route. Hot. Out. Kill.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. 180, 13, 13. Coaching spill. 1, Omaha.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 95 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Very short kick. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Geno Atkins. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, first down Niners. Garoppolo on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
12,
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got the connection here to Bourne. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. On first down, Benjamin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, Benjamin. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. On first down, Drake. And an alley to run. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Forced out to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
21.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
56, right there, 56. It's been a long day for you.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a throw right sideline is complete. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
First down, Cardinals.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Escaping the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 24, check 24. Big air.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
And the Cardinal first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Murray now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he's going to go down again. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Murray now, third and goal. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Go ahead.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Right there, 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And it's caught. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
13.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast.